UFC 306, this fear card could officially be over. Now, I'm sorry for this image on the screen that you have had to see it. I am sorry, I do apologise. It is Merab, unfortunately. But as you can see on Merab's arm, it is not looking good for the guy. It looks like now he has got staph infection, and this is 11 days out from the biggest fight of his career. He's headlined this Sphere against Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight title. This just is not a good sign. Now, obviously, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, we'd seen that Merab had a cut above his eyebrow. Things just do not seem to be going right for Merab during this camp. I did say, though, when I had seen the cut, I had thought, in my opinion anyway, that Merab was maybe playing mind games, that this was a cut from ages ago and he was just trying to show off, get into Sean O'Malley's head that he is cut now and will he be able to fight, will he not be able to fight. I thought Merab had mastered the mind games. This doesn't work. But yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. I think Merab was genuinely cut. Then we seen him trying to take the stitches out, or he had like scissors to where his cut was for some reason. And now this. Now, this is like a promotional thing for Merab, obviously. It must be like fight gear or like a fight top he's promoting. Why would you post this when you've clearly got staff? Now, not unless Merab really is big baller genius and he has got someone to Photoshop staff on his arm. Now, if that was the case and Merab had done all this with like faking the cut, or not faking the cut was real, but from ages ago using that now, and got someone to Photoshop staff on his arm, that's the biggest brain play of all time. And Merab, I think Merab deserves at least 50% of the UFC if this was the case and he had done this, and this was all just a work. Yeah, I think that'd be fair. Maybe 75% of the UFC Merab should get then if this was the case. But yeah, ignore that voice break. But yeah, I just don't think that is the case. I genuinely do believe that Merab is suffering with staph infection. We have seen that affect multiple fighters. The worst one that we've seen recently was obviously Benoit Saint Denis. And Merab relies a lot on his cardio, and having staph infection, taking antibiotics does just drain your energy. And this would really be a massive game changer for this fight if Merab has staph, put every single thing you own on Sean O'Malley by KO. That's not financial advice. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, that there is where my head's at now. I always thought O'Malley was gonna win. I thought O'Malley was gonna KO him in the first round. This just makes me even more confident that O'Malley's gonna KO him in the first round. Like, either this is genius from Merab or this guy doesn't have anything in here. Not a thing if this is the case. But yeah, this is looking shit for UFC 306. I mean, there's still estimated to be around 1,700 tickets still available for the event, which is crazy because this is just over a week away. This event is meant to be this monumental event, once in a lifetime. You've never seen it before. And like, yeah, it's kind of all falling apart here. I mean, if we just quickly look at this card right here. Now, I do think Merab and O'Malley is still going to go ahead. I do not think they're going to pull out and this fight isn't going to happen. But, like, say that fight fell through. Garasso Shevchenko moves to the main event then. Like, this card is shit. Like, outside of the last three fights, this is ass. Daniel Selhuber is a good up-and-coming prospect. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing him fight. Not on the main card, though, of one of the biggest cards of all time, apparently. This just really is not looking good for the UFC. I think, though, that, like, the event might not do well purely because, obviously, there's still going to be a lot of tickets. I don't think it's going to be a sellout. And obviously, when you look at the card, it isn't great. But I think, like, there will be moments in this that will make this event look great and a lot of people will talk about. For example, Brian Ortega will get KO'd by Diego Lopez. I think that will be a big moment for that event, if that makes sense, especially with all the visuals and all that will be going on. I think that will be like a really cool moment. I think this will go down as like a really cool event afterwards, like once people see what it is. But anyway, just quickly, want to talk about apparently UFC Noche will be a film, a world and an act. The film consists of 6 short films, roughly 90 seconds long, each with each which will serve as I don't know what that says, in between fights. Those films will then transition into different worlds slash environments that take up the entire LED screen that then the fights sit within. Right, so we obviously just learned there that I can't read. Obviously. I don't know what. I'm kind of confused. So, like, what are these short films then? Like, what are they going to be? Like, can we not just have just the way we normally do it, just watch fights normally? Like, I don't want to watch a fucking film. If I wanted to watch a film, I'd watch a film. I want to watch MMA. Let me watch MMA. I don't want to watch a film. Although, who knows? Just let the UFC cook. But yeah, this isn't looking good for UFC 306. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.